Love comes to me. Love comes to me. And when your mouth is laying open.
Will Oldham is an American singer-songwriter who has used various names through his career. So he started releasing albums in 1993. He released two albums under the name Palace Brothers, two albums under the name Palace Music, then one album under the name Will Oldham. And in 1999, he started using the name Bonnie Prince Billy. And he has released, I believe, at the point of recording this, 20 albums, including some collaborations and remix albums under that name. He is also an actor and has appeared in various film and TV series. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of The Letting Go by Bonnie Prince Billy, an album from 2006 and one of many albums by this guy, a lot under the name Bonnie Prince Billy and by other names. My first encounter with this album. So in my head, which, as I've said many times, is a bit of a strange place, he's kind of lumped along with some other uh, singers, songwriters in what I think of as a similar space. And you might disagree with me, but in my head, is connected with Father John Misty Mystery, and Bill Callahan, sometimes otherwise known as Smog. And there are other people who are kind of a similar thing. It's kind of on this album, I would say it's kind of folk meets post rock. By post rock, I mean that it's got a lot of use of particularly strings, but classical instruments in a kind of almost chamber setting. Um, it's slow and it mostly has quite an empty feel to it. And so it was recorded in Iceland, and it feels like it. It's got a kind of Scandinavian feel to it. And maybe that's just because I knew it was recorded in Iceland. So we've got all sorts of stuff going on here: acoustic guitar, small hand percussion, sometimes electric guitar, and then classical melodic instruments, as I said. And it's kind of it's got this feeling of intimacy, and it's personal, but it's also arty all at the same time. So I'm going to call it art folk as a yeah. I don't know if that exists as a thing, but I have just invented it. If it doesn't, the vocals are kind of mildly croaky and quiet and close mic'd and personal and low and understated. I'm going to reference J.J. Cale, who was a blues singer who sung very much in this kind of style, but not as mumbled as J.J. Cale was. It's got interesting element here. We've got backing vocals by Dawn McCarthy, who I didn't know anything about, which sound kind of like more formal folk singing. And again, I'm going to do another person reference to Maddie Pryor, who I believe was the singer for Steel Eye Span, which is an interesting contrast between the two voices, because his voice kind of sounds very um, personal and laid back, and hers sounds a bit more kind of, the word formal can't escape me here somehow. I don't know why that word works, but it's more um, yeah, classical folk, if you like. Anyway, songs are about, well, all sorts of stuff. I think it's a bit eclectic. It's a bit dark and sparse at times. And so I was searching for an overall word to describe the album, and melancholy isn't quite right. Kind of wistful and sad in a different way to melancholy. Meh. It feels like a living room concert, actually. It feels like the There With You is got, I've used the word person several times. It feels like a winter album for when the wind's blowing rain against the window and you know, not really desperately doing anything with your time, and you're just kind of kicking back and maybe doing a jigsaw. Music for doing a jigsaw in the winter. I'd also say it's musical equivalent of bleak Scandinavian film and TV stuff. It's got that kind of feel to it. It's unusual at times. It's well written. It's well arranged. and it can be fairly emotive and intense at times. And I feel proud of myself because I've got through the whole review without comparing it to Sigur Rós. There you go. Anyway, this is what I think of this album. I quite enjoyed it. But I'd love to know what you think of the album. So if you've got an opinion, please do give your opinion to me in the comments box. If you don't have an opinion, make one up and give it to me in the comments box. That would be great. And then be prepared to defend it. No, I never attack people for their opinions. And I'm going to stop waffling now because that's it from me for now.
Trouble, more trouble, can you get any more? Slow bubble boiling on the bedroom floor. Lonely ain't lonely, someone calling at the door. Someone lovely and she's bringing bad news.